The quarterfinal has been set for the World Cup and the draw is out now. Obviously, we knew what was going to happen previously yesterday with the Portugal winning 6-1 against Switzerland. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I'm not a conductor. But if you haven't already, please can you go subscribe to the channel? I do appreciate it. And I will make a caveat with this prediction. If I don't get 3 of the 4, I will do a drink of your choice. Whoever puts a comment below, let's just say the most likes, or whoever comments below, basically, I will do that, and I guarantee to do that in the semi-final one. We'll do that, or on the next podcast. There we go. That's a little caveat for me, because ultimately with predictions, you need some sort of, risk and reward, don't you? So first of all, we got to look at the draw. We've got the 8 teams that are left, and I think most of them are the favourites, aren't they? So let's have a look at them. Netherlands versus Argentina. Obviously, Netherlands beating USA. Argentina beating Australia. Croatia versus Brazil. Beating Japan and South Korea, respectively. It's a bit ironic that they're both from East Asia. England versus France, comfortably both beating their teams, Poland and Senegal, and Morocco and Portugal in the final of the quarterfinals. I think most of them teams, like I just said, are probably the favourites for winning the whole tournament, apart from maybe Morocco, apart from maybe Croatia. But in this video, I'll be discussing who I think will make it through to the semi-final. And we'll do the semi-finals in a different video, because obviously I can't do that, because I can't look into the future. And I am not a genius, am I? So obviously, first game is Netherlands versus Argentina. I think the big one that could be said about this is obviously Argentina lost in their first game against Saudi Arabia. A massive shock, probably the biggest shock in World Cup history. Messi coming into it, scoring against Saudi Arabia and Mexico, as well as Australia, I believe. So if Netherlands can find a way to keep him at bay, then I think they will win. However, that's easier said than done, isn't it? Because obviously with Lionel Messi, he's the greatest footballer ever to live. He's the greatest footballer probably in the World Cup right now. It's probably an easy statement, isn't it? It's probably the calmest take I've had. But obviously with the Netherlands, they're sort of going under the radar a little bit. I think that people are sort of not really understanding how well they've played. And I think that because they played such a long time ago now against USA, winning 3-1 in a comfortable game, if USA had a striker, though, they probably would have got something maybe out of it. But it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? Ultimately, Netherlands won that game. However, I think that Argentina are too much of a risk for Netherlands. And I think that Argentina will go through with a 2-0 win. Next up in the quarterfinal is Croatia versus Brazil. Now, this one was a bit of a foregone conclusion for my predictions, because obviously I think that Brazil will win. I think that Croatia are lucky to get through to the quarterfinals, but you get your own luck, don't you? And ultimately, the quality in the goalkeeper, Lovakovic, sorry, I forgot his name then, saving 3 penalties out of 4, first time ever in a World Cup. Japan's penalties were pretty poor, though, I will say. On the other side of it, when you get past all the defense, the midfield, the attack, for Brazil, then you've obviously got Alisson, the greatest goalkeeper at the minute in the world, in net for Brazil. I don't think that you can look anywhere else but Brazil for this win. I think with the likes of Neymar, Richarlison, Vinicius Jr., even midfield with Casemiro, they've got quality all over the pitch, and they look like they're having fun. Look at the dances that they had, whether or not that was a good idea. TalkSport had their mindset on it. I'm sure that was a bit of a gammon of thoughts, to be honest with you. But I'm going to go with the Brazil 3-0 win. As you can see, the third of 4 quarterfinals on the 10th of December we're going on to now, which is Saturday, which is England versus France. Now, I probably will do a preview on its own for this game. It'll probably come out on Friday. You've got the likes of Kyle Walker versus Mbappe. That's the big test, isn't it? You've got the likes of Tuchmeni versus Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham. Will Gareth Southgate go with the same style again? I think I'll discuss it more in depth in the next video that we'll be doing, which will be solely based on the England team. However, if Kyle Walker can find a way to stop Kylian Mbappe, which he did for Man City against PSG in the last game, then I think that is the key battle that we should be focusing on. I think it's obvious. I don't think it's a secret now that Kylian Mbappe is France's best player. Him and Messi are probably the 2 best players in the world right now. And I think that obviously they've got depth and they've got quality all over the pitch with Dembele, Griezmann, Tuchmeni, like I just said. even at the back, you've got Varane, you've got Konate, even on the bench. It is a very, very good team. And I'm not sure why people weren't wanting France to win at the start of this campaign because look at the quality they've got. I mean, the form that they were coming in at was in friendly games, so it's hard to judge that off that. And I think that the fact that Brazil and Argentina are the two favourites is only because their last few games have been the Copa America and the in the qualification for the World Cup. I think it's I find it hard to say, but I think that France will win this one, and I think they'll win 2-1. And the fourth and final quarterfinal is the Moroccan team versus the Portuguese team, and this one has been a tale of the underdog story. I think that Morocco have been the dark horses throughout this World Cup campaign, only conceding one goal, and that was through a penalty. I think that the likes of Amrabat in midfield, that was the best midfield performance I've seen defensively in a long time. And I think that have Morocco used up all their energy in that Spain game because they ran themselves ragged. I remember watching that game thinking, I'm tired just watching you, never mind you lot on the pitch. They've got the likes of Buffon and Ziyech on either side of the wing that do have quality, and obviously they have quality because they beat a very good, very young Spain team. And I think that their defence is their biggest positive, and I hope that they do beat Portugal. However, with the likes of Ramos, with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, with the likes of Bernardo Silva, even, if you want to bring on Ronaldo late on, he still has the quality, doesn't he? It's just his ego that's getting in the way. They did win their game 6-1. It's hard not to look past Portugal. So the four teams that I've got for this prediction is Argentina to beat Netherlands, Brazil to beat Croatia, France to beat England, and Portugal to beat Morocco. So let me know what you guys thought. Like I said before, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do. It's absolutely fine. If you don't, just leave a like, leave a comment below. If I don't get 3 out of 4, what you want me to drink in the next prediction video, I really hope that I get 3 out of 4. Because it could go really south really quickly, couldn't it? And although I said France to win, I really do hope that England win. It's more of a hope than a thought. I think that ultimately France are too powerful for this English squad. But my God, it's still coming home, isn't it? Let's believe, let's hope. And yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you thought. Give you your predictions as well down below. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. So see you later, guys. Cheers.